It tastes like.
Hell, I should have given you a countdown. Uh, Hi everyone. I'm gonna wait for this explosion of emotes to go through. Thank you all so much for the hype train. Usually I'd say wait for me to get on, but I don't. It's fine. Thank you all. Thank you all very much. We appreciate the subs. Thank you, you handlebars. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Chili Pie. Thank you, Burger Bun. Y'all are amazing. Appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, which you might be, or if you've just forgotten that we stream, which would be fair, and you might have, hi, I'm Donald. I'm one half of KFD. The other half is Jilly Pie. She's in chat. She should be off chat very soon, getting her eyes off of the screen when she's fighting a headache, and should get some rest and not worry about this. But thank you, honey. I appreciate it. We're variety streamers. We sometimes do D&D. Lately, all we've streamed is D&D. But it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. We like to start all of our streams with happy news. And today's happy news is missing. I had it pulled up. I know people really like... Oh, good. Now Zoom is telling me that my internet connection is unstable. It's been fine all day. It's been fine all day while I've been trying to work on it. Has been an issue. Can't cut off while I'm trying to work. Doing something I don't want to do. Instead, it has to cut off doing something that I want to do. It's fine. It'll fix itself or it won't. I can't control that anymore. I'm just not going to try. So anyway, our happy news today is brought to you by, I don't know, some lady that sings. Is that what she does? I don't know how else to really describe her. She has like all these fans and is having these big concerts throughout the U.S. She runs fast. Is that right? And she like does clothes quickly. Oh no, it's just Taylor Swift. I said that I lost everybody. It's fine. That was an attempt. That deserved a boo. It did. I'm not gonna lie, it was not a funny joke, but I appreciate you all please playing along. Thank you.
Just shake it off. Shake it off.
Okay. There's a song that has a sexy baby in it.
Bethany. McDonald, stop talking about sexy babies.
I mean, I have barely even started, but that's fine. Okay, Jilly Pie also had no idea what I was talking about, so that's cool. Anyway, so Taylor Swift, as a thank you to the staff members and everyone that's helped her out on her mega concert tour thing, she has given out over $55 million in bonuses to everyone working on this tour. And I read that included a $100,000 bonus to truck drivers. So that's pretty fantastic. Way to go, Taylor Swift. You have a KFD stamp of approval. For not.
I read that it wasn't just like 100,000 split amongst the truck drivers. It's like 100,000 for each truck driver.
Yeah, per truck driver. And like backup dancers and I think roadies and all of that. Everyone got like a pretty substantial bonus. I would be pretty ecstatic with a $100,000 bonus. I don't see that happening. It's some of our pre-stream discussions. I don't into that. It's fine. It's fucking fine. It's fine. And other happy news, we've mentioned KFD mom having some health issues, and she's in a facility doing occupational and physical therapy, and she should be getting out Sunday, so that deserves an air horn. Which is not working. Nothing.
Oh.
I got the lights working. I got stream apparently working. You know what? We're going to take it. We're going to take the wins as we can get them right now. So,
then I'll chime in with a blah, blah, blah.
That was pretty good. Yeah, it's still broken. But yours was just as good. Yours was probably better, honestly. It came from the heart. So.
Take that, AI.
Also, we have Ray with us tonight. She will not leave me alone. She is constantly on me. This is how Jillian lives her life. I just set her down. She has like one paw on my mouse pad, and it's just stretched out against my desk. Every once in a while, you could just ask for Ray, and we can have her pop up, I guess. Hello, KFD Mom. I love you. I hope you are feeling well today, and sorry to come see you. But I'll see you tomorrow. That'll be fun. So, anyway, I guess we have to do a recap, and we can maybe play some D&D. So,
Cool.
Oh yeah, Jilly Pie. Following husband orders for the first time ever. Yeah, probably. She never listens to me. Just ignored.
Good night, Jillian.
Good night, Jillian, honey. Feel
Good
better.
night,
Get some
Jillian.
rest. Who is reading the recap tonight?
That would be me.
Okay.
So, the recap was written by Jillian, and it was season 3, episode 7. As the party enters through the crumbling pillars into the Hall of Justice, they see the 13 justices with tattered hoods and empty, lifeless skulls. The closest justice seems to look through their souls as a voice echoes, "Kenneth Mandrake Duckian, your trial awaits. Are there any present who will fight on his behalf?" James and Karn immediately pull their swords out, and Chime and Rosa speak up in support, as Ken says, "No one fights on my behalf." The justice replies, "That is not your decision. Those who wish to may fight on your behalf, but ultimately you shall bear the consequences." The party affirms they plan to fight for Ken despite his protests, with Rosa quipping, "I don't have anything else to do anyways." The party decides to take advantage of the special artifact from Dunya to improve their chances. A glowing power shoots out, energy pierces through the party and increases each of their strength and mental prowess as they take on the experiences of those who have come before them. Fighting ensues with the party targeting the vocal justice with their newly enchanted weaponry and spells. James opens up a 40-foot wide rip in space-time, a void space of black bitter cold filled with untold horrors, blinding, and injuring half of the justices. The party quickly dispatches the lead justice with Chime casting the final blow. As he dies, the justice thinks aloud, "So they can hurt us." The skeleton vaporizes. The remaining 12 justices turn toward the center of the circle and hold their swords out, a massive flash of bright white light blocked by the black void. As it fades, the 12 skeletons have become 2 large injustices clad in heavy armor, seething with hatred. A voice booms out, "You can never defeat injustice. Injustice is always here. Dragonbane has promised us eternity of ruling over mortal souls. You will not take that from us." James dissipates the void so the party can battle the 2 injustices, with Chime leading the charge. The party uses their special powers imbued by Dunya's artifact to chip away at the injustice's strength, while the injustices brought their full power to the fight. Ken and Chime are knocked prone, while Karn is paralyzed by the injustices. Ken and Chime are able to get up and fight back. Karn struggles and becomes unparalyzed, while the injustices continue to rain destruction and also knock him prone along with Chime, James, and Ken. Chime is knocked unconscious, causing the injustice to rudely intone, "You have been judged lacking." Ken is taunted by the injustices for allowing his friends to fight for him, to which he angrily replies, "Justice will be your head at the end of my great sword." Chime fails her first death saving throw, and James is able to use the Ring of Spell Storing to imbue her with Cure Light Wounds to stabilize Chime. Rosa is then able to send mass Cure Wounds to all her friends, which causes the markings on her face to glow brightly. Ken rages and destroys the injustice that had paralyzed Karn, which releases him from the spell. Karn unleashes a round of sword strikes with his Sunblade. The remaining injustice paralyzes James and Karn, and Rosa continues to heal the party. Chime shoots the injustice one final time, and it falls to Ken's feet, where Ken chops its head off with the great sword. The last injustice dies, a bolt of lightning crashes above the temple, and Dunya appears. "I knew you could do it, all of you. I only hoped that my power lent a small amount of help to you. But Ken, it had to be you. I knew what Dragonbane had corrupted, you could stop." Dunya went on to explain that she needed Ken to become the new god of justice to stand in judgment of those who have passed and determine which afterlife they deserve. But Ken will not be allowed to judge his brother Howard, and Howard will become the god of hospitality to allow those waiting for judgment a place to stay. Ken and Howard will work together for eternity, taking care of the souls who have passed. The party assures Ken they will take care of Dragonbane, and they know he will judge Dragonbane with vengeance. The party, minus Ken, feel the extra powers drain from their bodies while Ken starts to glow and becomes even taller. The party goes to check on Howard, whose inn is now a beautiful home filled with calm and serenity. The brothers hug and marvel at their newfound roles together. Chime finds her husband Russell, who has decided to wait for his judgment in the plane of hospitality for her return.
Too much. You good?
I'm good.
Okay, good. So after that, you're not quite sure. It seemed like maybe an evening of revelry. Can't even talk tonight. Where you got to just celebrate and relax and have a few moments, but you're not sure when you faded off to sleep or what exactly happened. As your memories as the night goes on becomes hazy. Gotta switch music. It's too intense. I figured out the Stream Deck issue I was having. It was me. Yeah, I was the issue.
Oh.
Which I've messed up a lot of things. That's fine. I'm trying to prep my computer for Starfield. And I've moved music files, and now it can't find them, and it's fine. I'll fix it later. We'll fix it in post. There we go. That works. Not what I was looking for this time. Okay, honey, you gotta go somewhere else. You want to say hi one more time? Hi. I'm just a little grumpy, and I love y'all. But I gotta go, because we're trying to play D&D, and I'm not very good with dice. Okay, bye. She's on the same spot. Because she's happy. The three of you wake up about the same time. All coming to. You're in a room, it's mostly white. There's a slight breeze coming in through an open window. There's a total of 4 beds, conveniently, in this room. One of which is empty. It's neatly made, with a small note tucked by the pillow. The three of you come to, and a dwarven female comes in the room, wearing almost all white, carrying a small bunch of herbs, and you're awake. Excellent.
Hello. Where are we?
Oh, well, the heroes of Brownstone have returned to Brownstone. Everyone's just so excited that you're back.
We're excited to be back. Quick question for you. How did we get back?
Well, I'm not quite sure of that. It seems like they're doing some type of research in the tower, and from what I understood, they caught you. I'm not sure on how that worked exactly. I was just tasked to make sure that you all were okay and woke up comfortably. But I'm glad you're here. Do you need water or ale or anything? Something I can get you?
Where's Mostep?
Mostep is probably wherever Mostep usually is. I don't know him super well. Just heard of him.
Okay, I gotta go to Mostep.
Do you
Y'all
have...
coming with?
Yeah. Do you have any tea, and can I get it to go? Because I think I may have tied on one too many with the new god of hospitality.
There's a god of hospitality?
There is now.
Huh. Okay. That's excellent.
His name's Howard Duckian. Good guy.
Howard? Howard became a god? But he was turned to stone. We all saw it, and then that awful woman took a hammer to his statue. Huh. A little tear goes down her dwarven eye. Maybe gets caught in a little stubble on her face, and he wipes it away very discreetly. Oh yes, of course. Tea for you. Anyone else? Anything at all?
Where in the city are we?
Oh, you're in the Knowledge District. You're we have a small healing center set up as part of the university that we wanted to build. Again, the tower is mostly complete now, and they started doing experiments in it. I'm not privy to that information, and it seems that they were quite excited. They said they caught you, which I'm not sure what that means. But just to keep an eye on you and make sure you seem to be okay and you wanted for nothing.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I think we probably need to get to Mostep ASAP before Chime here goes crazy. So we're gonna head out. Karn, if you want, you can wait for your tea, but I think we just need to go.
No, I think I'm good to go. One last quick question for you, ma'am. You mentioned that they're doing research. Just out of curiosity, who's leading that research?
Oh, well, there's several different types of research going on at once. But it seems... who was it that said they caught you? Let's see what we can find real quick with a name generator, because I don't know why I didn't think that you would ask the most basic of questions.
This is my favorite part of D&D.
Right?
Ask the NPC name.
It's
Novel Studdington. Studyington.
Diploma Degreeson.
You got any more? You guys good? You good? You good?
I don't have one.
We're
Okay.
just we're playing for time then.
I appreciate it.
Universitas
As she's thinking,
Communicatus.
Chime is like fidgeting, like she can't sit still.
I believe it was Professor Darrow who caught you. She's probably available. I would think at some point.
We'll come back later. If she decides she wants to seek us out, she can come find us at the Flock and Key.
Oh, wonderful! I will let her know.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you. To the Flock and Key.
Yeah.
All right. There's not quite a crowd, but a gathering. As you open the door, I would say a few dozen citizens are standing out waiting, and as the door opens and they see you, at first like a slow clap and some people like muttering, and then full on cheering as people watch you leave.
I'm not gonna lie, Chime is gonna be like rudely pushing through them. Like she's not standing around waiting for this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, she's excited to see somebody she hasn't seen in a while.
And
Thanks,
I'll
everybody,
be
and,
and
yeah.
going, thank you. Sorry.
And there's maybe some disappointed murmuring as you all go through, but that's probably about the extent of it. As you make your way through the town, into the merchant quarter, and to the Flock and Key, which looks the same as it always does from the outside.
She's throwing that door right open, and she's starting to say the stab name for Grass Whistle and just not even looking at anyone, going right in the back.
Okay. As always, Mostep is in the main room, sitting in a very comfy chair. Next to him is a glass with a clear liquid in it, and he is reading a book. As his eyes come up, as you all enter.
I just keep saying the name.
Just keep.
I'm looking around over, like as if Grass Whistle would be like hidden under the tables or under, like just everywhere.
He's not here, Donlin. He'll be back real soon.
What are you talking about?
I guess I was not clear. Your son is not currently in this building, but he shall make his way back to said building. in
Where's
a
my son?
short-
Where's my son?
I sent him on a mission.
Don't send my son as a child.
Your son demanded it. Your son has a lot of you in him, which is curious. But he is stubborn and does not take no for an answer. Now he'll be back very soon with a couple pounds of candy.
You're giving him candy.
I am not giving him candy. He has earned this candy. And I will eat
You have
some
no
of it
idea
as
what
well.
candy does to him, do you?
I have a slight idea.
Whatever. What direction did he go in? Because I'm going that way.
Oh, very well. He is not far from where Howard's Duck Inn was. There's a shop on the edge of the Temple District that sells just the most delectable taffy you've ever laid your beak on.
I'm surprised Chime isn't halfway out the door already.
I mean, with that, she's gonna say, thank you. I'm leaving now. Don't think I'm not going to discuss Russell with you. And she's heading out the door.
What about the two of you? What are you two doing?
I'm following Chime.
Yeah, I suppose I will too. Most step, I guess we'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, bye.
He takes a
Bye,
sip
buddy.
from his glass and just waves at you.
I'll tell you everything soon.
I have no doubt. All right. So Chime off, headed to the general area. It's a pretty crowded market day at that point, where this candy is, and there's a lot of people out and about, and you all seem to be drawing some attention as well. No matter how you try to avoid it.
No, she would probably still be screaming out his name,
Okay.
if I'm, like, honest.
No, that's totally fine. That works. Once you get to the market, it's difficult because there's almost always a crowd around you, just like wanting to see you, just get a hand on you. You are like, you're celebrities in Brownstone, and people know who you are and want to be around you. But you're making the grass whistle sound, and after a minute or so of being in this market, you hear your name, the wind chime, very clearly.
I'm moving towards it immediately.
Okay. You spot him first. He's climbed into a small maple tree. He's not huge, but it's definitely grass whistle, and he's just sitting on a branch with a little paper bag, and just picking out pieces of taffy, and it like gets stuck in his beak a bit, and he stretches, and the taffy's stretching with it, and he closes his beak, and he gets a little chuckle out of it. And he sees you as you're running towards him, and he just drops the whole bag of candy, and it spills out everywhere, and just rushes down and wraps his arms around you and nuzzles his head up against you.
Yeah, so I honestly, I don't know if she would really, like, I honest to God at this point think she would just, like, absolutely break down crying. This kid is her world. No, she just holds him, cries, doesn't really care whatever other people are doing.
There's a few people who are making it a little more awkward for themselves with anyone and like watching, but a lot of people kind of realize what's happening and start to disperse and just ignore it. And he hugs you and leans his head up against you, and just looks up at you after a second or two, and just his eyes say, "I'm sorry."
I mean, I'm gonna make that connection with him, and I love you so much, and I'm so sorry I've been gone, and I'm so sorry about everything that has happened since I left, but I'm not going away again.
Don't you have to?
No, I don't have to go away.
Mostep says that it has to be you, and that's why you've been gone, because there's no one else strong enough. And that's what Dad said too. And
well,
if you don't go, then the world's gonna end, and the bad guy's gonna win.
So that's okay. Well, I'm not. No. Okay, so that's not. I'm not.
It's okay, Mom.
I mean,
It's okay. You'll come back, and we're at least, kind of close again.
I know where you are, and you know where I am.
Yeah. And Uncle Mostep said he'll watch over me.
Uncle Mostep.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been real good to me.
Has he?
Yeah.
Do you want to meet my other friends?
Yeah.
I need friends.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh man, she's gonna grab the bag of taffy that he dropped and grab him and start walking towards whatever James and Karn are doing.
Okay.
I
What
was-
is James Karn doing?
Yeah.
So I was walking up to the people that were hanging around a little too close, and I would, hey, do you know where I can get some of that taffy? Do you know where that is? And then try and play it off, trying to get them to go leave and go get us some offer to get us taffy, mostly so they'll just leave us alone.
Mhm. Well, I think that would work. They'd probably realize that they were being douche-waffles.
Karn has been, for lack of a better term, besieged by the people who redirected their attention from Chime. Yes. Things are going to be okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dissenting opinion from the crowd here.
How are you doing? Rough.
No, the rough times are behind us, I assure you. Evil will not prevail. Guys, help me, I'm not good at this.
Alright, so as that's happening, you all see Chime and Grass Whistle coming towards you all. Grass Whistle looks maybe a little apprehensive, but it's following along.
I'm gonna turn around to anyone who's left and go, thanks, have a nice day, with my most fake smile I can possibly make.
Nice. Alright. So Grass Whistle is mostly, as you approach your friends, behind you, kind of hiding and tugging onto your armor, Chime and stuff, and just
I'm gonna look for a blade of grass so I can try and make the noise with the blade of grass between my thumbs.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Ooh, what can I roll for that?
Give me a performance check.
Okay.
Using, I think that'd still be charisma.
Yeah, it is, but yeah, performance. Reminder: I have a -1 to charisma.
I'm aware.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm excited.
I got a 6.
A 6. I'm gonna say with something like that bad, you probably just can't. You can't make the grass whistle. Like, just whatever.
It sounds
it
like
is.
I'm spitting into my thumbs.
You're just like blowing air through a ripped piece of grass, and it's just not working.
I feel like I'm doing great.
And he like grass whistle like kind of tugs on your shirt, Chime, and like just gives you this look of like, for real? Okay.
He's trying.
Yeah.
It's
Okay. He's okay. You still have a connection with him.
Friends. Yeah.
Okay.
These are my friends. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. And he steps out from behind. And he gives a very small bow towards the two of you.
I give him a very deep bow.
I will do the same. Wow, very, very well behaved little guy.
Yeah. This is my son. Grass, also, why don't you tell him your name?
He makes the sound of a grass whistle, and then points to himself, like very proud.
She
Hi.
like kind of pats him on the head.
Hello?
Nice to meet you. I am James.
I'm Karn.
Nuts for sale.
He gets it
Classic.
honest.
Classic.
Yeah, these guys are. Mommy's been helping these guys. We've been fighting some bad guys, and Mommy's been helping. And
Your mom has saved my life more than once.
have I?
Take the win.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on, but I cannot sign into roll 20 tonight.
Yeah, it's being weird. Like it locked me out, and then I logged back in. Let me see.
It doesn't show you.
I like had to close out my whole tab. Oh,
I have too many tabs.
I think
open.
roll 20 is. I think it's roll 20. Like I just hit the game
It
and
starts to
it's-
load it, and then it has me.
and it boots you off.
Mm.
And then when
Are
you
you
log
on?
in, it's like a blank screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm getting the exact same thing.
Cool.
Okay,
Good job. Roll 20.
it's fine. It's fine. As we learned from our friends over at Dreadlore, you don't have to roll to play a role-playing game.
But if we do, I have physical dice.
Well, that is excellent.
They
Sorry.
have little bunnies in them.
Mine are downstairs.
Mine are just barely off screen, but I have them if we need them.
What you're saying is I'm rolling for most people today.
Apparently.
Um,
If Ray keeps coming up in the screen, I'm just going to start going, Toasty!
Oh, she just scared,
oh,
and she won't.
Aw.
She's almost completely on my desk now. So
oh my gosh.
yeah,
Um,
he does his bow. Notice you both bow deeply back, and just walks up towards James, and looks back at Chime.
what's up?
Can I touch his skin? I've never seen a skin that color. Does it feel different? Does it feel weird? Have you ever touched his skin? I gotta know what it's like.
Have I ever touched your skin, James?
I'm sure we've shook hands and patted each other's shoulders. I'm sure we have.
I mean, it just feels like skin. It's just skin.
Can I touch it?
Okay, he's not an animal. And also, like, he's a whole person, and you can ask him.
But I
if you
can't.
can.
I can only make noises. He won't understand. Okay, I got it. I'll
The
try it.
rest
I'll
of
try
us,
it, Mom.
the rest
I'll
of us
try
have
it.
been getting by for centuries now. You can too.
Okay. 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 I got this.
You're
He
gonna
looks.
do it.
James, he looks
I'm
you.
just watching it, you two just like having a whole ass conversation that I can't hear.
He looks you dead in the eye. Serious face as can be. Nuts for sale. And then he like looks at you like
Who's he looking? Me or James?
he's looking at James. And he's like nodding, like real excited.
Okay, buddy.
And then immediately he said yes, Mom. He said okay, buddy.
No, he didn't. He doesn't.
He
No,
reaches
baby,
out
you gotta choose a different phrase.
and like touches your hand. Just like barely touches it like this. Like and he's like, oh Mom, it feels like normal skin.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I
gonna,
told you, baby.
I'm just gonna hold my hand out to shake his hand.
Oh. He does the same thing. Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
What about the guy that's like real pale? What is this gonna feel like?
He feels exactly the same, I'm sure.
Can I touch it?
Ask him using a different phrase, please.
Okay.
Maybe like, I don't know. Maybe just hold out your hand first.
No, I got a phrase I heard before we left on the boat.
Okay.
Oh, Joe.
Okay,
Right.
okay. This is gonna be great. Okay, he's gonna know what I mean. Okay. Okay. So Karn, this small bird, grass whistle, comes up to you, like looks really excited in the face, like beaming with a smile. And a voice comes out of his mouth that is obviously not his own. It's a woman's voice. And it's, yeah, for 5 silver you can touch me anywhere. And he looks at you and like
Where
a big
did
smile.
you learn that?
The docks, Mom.
Jesus
Don't say
Christ!
that. Don't say that.
Why? What does it mean?
It's
Why-
a thing that only adults do.
I'm doubled over with laughter.
Oh,
I am just wide-eyed looking around anyone who was within earshot that's like, kids, huh?
Did he say yes?
no,
Oh.
no, honey, no. I don't. What you are asking him is something that only adults do, and
Okay.
you are not an adult, so
But I will be
no
one
one would
day.
do those things with you.
So I need to know what that means so when I'm an adult I'm ready.
I will tell you when you're an adult. How about
But
that?
I want to know now. And where's my candy?
I have your candy, and I am sorry that I cannot tell you right now. I can't tell you right now.
Fine. Guess.
Unless we really want to do this on stream.
I think we've had enough of that. That's probably a good call. Can we go back to Uncle Mostep? He's supposed to get some of this candy.
Of course he is. Yeah, we can. She's gonna connect to James and Karn. Be like, he has not been outside of Kenku communities a lot. I am really sorry. He's being really weird. I promise he's not always like this.
No worries.
Okay.
Yeah, no harm, no foul.
No, he just so you all have context, he wanted to know what your skin feels like.
Well, you got feathers. He doesn't know what
Yeah,
skin feels
but,
like.
Like, it's not like he's not ever seen other people before.
Yeah, but I don't show up.
That's true. Honestly,
get it.
I'm just glad he didn't ask to touch your horns.
It's way better than, the kids when I was little, and they would touch my skin by just like kicking me. So this was way better. been, way nicer. It was, normal. It was.
I swear, he doesn't have a mean bone in his body. I swear. I swear.
You can feel Chime tapping against your leg as you're having this conversation.
Okay, yeah, I turn and I look down.
Are you making the connection with him again? Because
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Hey, mom.
Yeah.
The red guy has a tail. Can I touch his tail? What does it feel
No,
like?
absolutely
No, wait a
not.
second. People cannot see the tail.
Oh, your tail's hidden.
And-
Okay.
I
He
wrap it
keeps
around
it-
my waist and I keep it
Okay.
around where a belt would be, but under my clothes. The
Oh.
only time it would actually come out is, when I'm very comfortable around people, camped out for the night, or
All right, we'll ignore the tail then. That just never
Yeah.
happened. We'll just retcon that.
What
real
happened?
quick. Nothing.
what happened? Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he'll tap on you and be like, "Mom, are you talking to them without me? I want to go back to Uncle Mostep."
Okay. All right. We'll go back to Uncle Mostep. Why am I saying Uncle Mostep now? So, okay. All right. Let's go. The thing I'm doing here, I know I couldn't do this before.
Yeah, it's weird. How'd you do it?
I got it from a special wizard. And I know that sounds really funny and really made up, but I promise you it's real.
Was it the same wizard that cast the feathery spell on the boat when we came over?
No, I don't think so. I highly doubt it. What wizard cast the feathery spell on your boat?
Oh,
Probably the
was
same
something-
wizard that cast the feather spell on our boat, except Ken jumped out halfway through.
Was that
Tape. His name was
Tape.
Tape.
His name was Tape.
He was mean. He wouldn't let me talk
He
to
was
him.
mean?
I mean, he wasn't he was mean. He was mean. Are you gonna go fight him, Mom? I mean, you could take him.
No. I'm not gonna fight any wizards that I know of.
He was mean to me though. He wouldn't give me
get
candy.
it, but he's not here right now, sweetheart. I think it's time to just go back to most steps.
Okay, that sounds great. Okay. Hey, can I hold your friend's hands as we walk back?
I will ask them for
Okay.
you so that it's super clear.
Okay. I can try again. I learned more phrases at the docks.
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
I'll just ask them for you for right now.
Thanks,
okay.
Mom. Thank you.
You're welcome. Boys, my boy would like to hold your all's hands as we walk back. Would you be okay with that? It is okay to say no.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna do that
Shoot.
thing where Karn and I lift him up at the same time.
Oh, he loves that. He loves that so much.
Oh, God.
Every step is a giant moon jump.
Yes. As that's happening, of course, he's higher, higher.
It's as high as. Is he actually saying that?
Yeah. Well, I guess he wouldn't because he doesn't probably know that word. He'd probably say
He
something.
could.
Maybe.
I feel like he'd be tugging on our arms, being like, higher, higher.
Yeah, something close to that, or he'll probably all the way to the crow's nest, is what he would say.
Oh.
And while we walk,
As a very distinct.
Will says, let me tell you about my bed.
Can I just go aye Captain in a very deep fried voice?
Yes, of course.
I'm not learning it.
Well, Grass Whistle.
Chime's not learning it. Grass Whistle can.
Grass Whistle absolutely is.
God.
So just so we're clear, it's definitely the SpongeBob intro, right? Aye Captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like kids, but deep fried.
All right.
Or-
You're able to make it back to the Flock and Key. As you return, Mostep is sitting in his chair. With his glass of a clear liquid. Looking at his book. As Grasswhistle rushes in, and presents this bag of candy to Mostep with a big smile on his face. And Mostep looks at him and smiles. Well, this is quite the haul, little one. And what did you pay for all this? He luckily just goes with the same sound from before, but doesn't. It only says the 5 silver.
Yeah.
But it sounds exactly. It's definitely just like a sample from that whole longer bit. And most of fingers through it. It's not bad. I think next time you could probably get them down to 3 silver, but you're negotiating. It's much better. Good work. He tosses them a couple pieces out of the bag. John, my dear, may I send Grasswhistle off to his accommodations so we can perhaps have a discussion about my role in his life going forward?
I just need to know where his accommodations are. Just tell me that.
Upstairs.
Okay. All right.
Would you like to see his accommodations before we continue?
No, you know what? I can look later.
Are you sure? We want to make sure you are fully comfortable with the situation, being as he is your boy.
I just gotta know where he is.
Of course, we have much to discuss. I'm sure. Grasswhistle? Those books that I have prepared for you on your dresser, begin reading those. If you hear any type of loud sounds coming from down below, everything is fine, my boy. People are just passionate when they discuss you. He takes 3 pieces of candy out of the bag, reaches in for a 4th. Well, most of it doesn't say anything. He rushes upstairs. And if you can, give me a perception check.
I'll try.
Yeah, if you have to roll a die, it's totally fine. I've given up on using roll 20 tonight.
Is it
Yeah,
still not working for you?
it kicked me out too.
Okay, I'm just gonna use my die then.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know my modifiers off the top of my head, unfortunately.
It's fine. I don't have a difficulty, so here we are.
7.
7 for
7.
perception. Okay. James, Karn, you all can roll if you'd like as well.
Hold on just a second. Let me reach down and grab a dice.
No. Yeah, so it gets to making server uplink or something, and that's when it craps out.
And it's
So,
7.
cool.
11.
Okay. That's totally fine.
Okay.
So, yeah, well, y'all rolled pretty shitty, so that's fine.
Okay, but come on, my modifier's gotta get me at least up to a 10. Probably. I'm a rogue.
It's your wisdom And then, do you know if you're proficient in it?
I'm
Or
pretty confident I'm proficient.
okay,
At the very least,
So you
proficient, if
rolled-
not expertise.
so I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, you have expertise. Is expertise +5? It's
My
fine.
wisdom is a straight
I don't know.
0, so I know it's just an 11.
So that's nice and easy. So we'll say you probably have 11, 12-ish. Total?
Probably.
Okay. Okay. Mostep puts his book down, sets it aside, takes his glass next to him, and takes a little sip. Chop, my dear. I know there are things you want to say to me. I'm sure some of them are going to come from a place of anger. And if you're ready for that now.
Before Chime does anything, I'm gonna walk up. Do you want me to leave? Or would you like me to stay?
You can stay. You all
Okay,
can stay.
'cause
I mean,
have
we're
no idea what's about to happen, so I'm here for you, and also I can be gone for you as well.
no, it's fine. I think it'd be weird if you all didn't know. Russell died because Mosep sent him out on a mission, and then my son followed him out, and my husband died protecting my son.
Mhm.
And I think that would be a lovely place to start discussion as to why Mostep let my child's father die.
Story I too would like to listen to.
I would love to know.
I'm just gonna walk and sit in on one of the couches.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same, just backing away a little bit, just letting Chime know I'm here, but at the same time giving her some space.
I'm gonna go make myself. I'm just gonna pour myself a drink and one for Karn and hand it to him. Go sit back down. Like I'm waiting.
He looks at you, Chime. Idea before we get into it. Would you like a beverage or refreshment?
Been through a lot of shit lately, and I think I would love a drink.
The usual.
Anything. Yeah.
James, what is your passive perception?
I have no idea.
Cool. Can you
It's
just
like
roll?
I
10
also
plus
cannot log in.
your wisdom, I
10
think.
plus your wisdom modifier.
The only thing I was negative on was charisma. I think my wisdom. I don't think my wisdom's super high. It's probably just a +1.
Okay. Well, just roll a d20 then, and we'll.
Where? I keep picking up D12s.
Why you got so many D12s, Tim?
I don't know. I have like 4 different sets in here because I like colors.
I do too.
So I rolled a 2.
Okay, no problem. These are all very low stakes rolls, so it's fine. Okay. So you have your drinks, and most that brings back a glass with a very dark brown liquor in it, and hands it to you, Chime. Very well. I will start by admitting that what happened to Russell is mostly my fault. It was not my intent, my dear. I hope you believe that. But there were rumors. Well, not rumors. An actual boat showed up, which was surprising. And after a couple of days, I heard rumors of some Kenku aboard. I have a policy to make sure that all Kenku are welcome and have a place in our society. when I met your husband. He told me he was looking for you. Had the exact name down. So I knew exactly who he was. And as a gift, as a token of appreciation towards all you've done for us, I wanted to make sure that Russell and Grasswhistle was safe and had everything they did not have before. I figured you'd be back soon enough and that would complete it, and the three of you could live a happy life on this continent when your trials and tribulations were over. But, you know Russell. He'd never take a handout. He was a hard-working man. So after a couple of days of him and Grasswhistle staying here, and just, I don't know if he was bored, my dear. I don't know if he felt like he needed to repay me. I told him he didn't, that we had everything under control. The Knolls were never that much of a threat to our city. But he insisted he wanted to help. He wanted to help the defenses. Well, I had a bit of intelligence that the Knolls were not in one particular area. So, thought he'd be safe if I sent him out there scouting. I guess Grasswhistle heard where I was sending him. Your poor husband. You have to believe me, my dear. I thought there was no risk. I thought there'd be no Knolls there. But my information was wrong, as it unfortunately is from time to time. He found a small encampment of Knolls there. At this point, we're still not sure if they were deserters or if they were new reinforcements coming in, but they were not with the main encampment. So, Grasswhistle, without me knowing, followed your husband outside the city walls. And as he found this no encampment, of course it wasn't enough for him to just report the location and come back. He wanted to get exact numbers, layouts, all that information. Made it deep within the camp. I'm so sorry, my dear.
I mean,
apparently Grasswhistle was found by these Knolls, and they started to chase him. And they ran back towards the safety of the city. An arrow was shot. And from my understanding, Russell jumped in front of it so that Grasswhistle would not be hit. It wasn't that bad. We thought he'd be fine. We really did, but he scooped up your ball and ran back to town. Most of the Knolls still in hot pursuit. And they came within the gate, and of course were shot down by archers almost immediately. The wound we didn't think was so bad, but the arrow had been poisoned. We did everything we could. I'm so sorry.
I accept your apology. And I'm glad you told me, and I think that helps. Have you already buried him?
We did, my dear. Um, he's actually in the courtyard of Five Star Keep. I'm having a small monument commissioned as part of his bravery.
All right. Well, that's the main thing I wanted to discuss. As I'm sure you've noticed, we're one person short.
Yes, I didn't want to ask too many questions before you got your answers. I don't want to ask, but what happened to Ken?
He's not dead. But
He's also
you're
not alive? Yeah, well,
He's
He's
It's
got a
sort
new
of
job.
that's a good way to
yeah.
put it.
And that job is being the new god of justice.
If there was ever a duck that be made into a god, of course it would have been Ken.
Who said he was the only one?
There's another duck god.
I told you we'd tell you everything.
Have you heard the good word of the god of hospitality, Howard Duckian? We've had a wild last few days.
It is an uncommon thing for me to be at a loss of words. And could you explain this a bit more, so that my this is not meant as an insult, of course, to you, John, my dear, but could you explain this to where my feeble bird brain could perhaps understand how two ducks, one duck who I saw the stony remains smashed by an evil woman, and the other what happened?
So, I got to meet Dunya. She says, "What's up?"
She says, hey.
I can't remember. Oh, that was from. I can't remember. Anyways, so yeah, so thank you. You know the egg. You know the egg. So maybe I should start at the beginning. Do you want me to actually recap this, or do you want me to just?
Up to you. Do you feel like actually recapping it, or do you want to just say you recapped it and we can move on?
I think I'll give a short version.
Wonderful.
Alright.
Out of character, real quick before we do that, have we told Mostep about our first encounter with the 13 justices?
I think we've told him everything.
Probably.
Okay,
I think you all have.
I just couldn't remember.
Yeah. So you know how we went to the plane of justice that one time and didn't do so well?
I mean, you survived, didn't you?
Yeah. So when we went to go, okay. So you know how first we went to go find, to try and find Dragonbane, and we didn't find him, but we did find the plane of Earth.
It's a weird place.
Yeah. So we got to meet one of the primordials. He says, "What's up?" Well, not to you personally, but
I don't think he
And
said what's up to anyone, really.
uh,
He
uh,
basically said, "Get out."
Yeah, he kicked us right in the ass to leave his plane.
yeah. So he sent us to the plane of justice because his mom, Danya, said we needed to go there and do something for her. So we went there and we used the god egg to finish killing all the justices that Dragonbane had corrupted into injustices. So that left an entire plane without a god. So Danya promoted Ken. So that was cool. So you know how things have been weird and some people have kind of come back to life and it's all been super weird? Yeah, that's because the justices weren't doing what they were supposed to, and so there was just like basically like a flood of people who hadn't been judged.
A huge backlog. Like Howard hadn't been judged.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
He was half done building an inn on the plane of justice because that's what he does.
Even
Yeah.
in death, always be franchising.
That Howard.
So yeah, so Dunya had enough forethought to take a plane that used to have 13 justices, 13 gods to rule, kind of as one god, or one deity group, whatever. But it suddenly was at 0. So not only did Ken get a promotion, but so did Howard.
I do not think I could think of 2 more Desert Souls for such a promotion.
The backlog is also how we met Russell.
And for that, I will spend the rest of my life apologizing.
Well, I mean, obviously he didn't hold any ill will at all. He also, I don't think, has a mean bone in his body. He, I mean, obviously he was sad that he was dead, but he put a lot of faith into you. And he knew that our son would be safe with you.
And that's, I think, our next bit of conversation. It has to be you all that ends this. And we all know that, right? Chime, I know that you likely want to spend every passing second with that boy. And me being around him, I feel the exact same way, and imagine yours is even stronger. But Dunya, she didn't choose me. She chose y'all. Dragonbane will not stop. So, as you have to go out and continue this adventures and saving this world, I would like temporarily to make the boy my ward. And I would like to train him to take over for me. Whenever my time on this plane ends, our people need a strong leader. You see what happens back in the old world when we don't have a strong leader. We're reduced to thieves, living in gutters, taking scraps, and that will not happen to another Kenku. As long as I, or anyone I love, have anything to say about it. Your boy is smart. Your boy is eager. And your boy has the potential to lead our people into a new age here in Brownstone. I know that's a lot to ask. And when you're done kicking Dragonbane's ass, I can back off as much as you need. He's your boy. And I would never try to take that from you. But while you're gone, I'd like to teach him everything I know.
I mean, as long as he stays, can't talk. As long as he stays safe and he's eager to learn, then sure.
I will not let him outside those walls.
You better not.
He's headstrong. I have no idea where he got that from.
Who knows?
Well,
I'm going to lean over to James. I think he's talking about Chime.
Oh.
My dear, I really thought you'd fight me on this. I get the sense you still don't fully trust me. But I will take these victories for all of us. To Russell. He holds his glass up. You notice that again, he has the clear liquid, and all of yours is a dark brown.
What
So
you
you're gonna
drinking there,
tell us?
Mosep?
Oh, just water. I've stopped drinking.
You stopped. Why'd you stop drinking?
My dear, there was a child in the house who was eager to learn and eager to get into things. I leave a small amount for guests, but honestly, when that's gone, that's probably it.
I think she's gonna turn and look at James and Carmen. Like,
I think I need another drink to process this information.
Oh, just stay there. And he claps his hands, and then one of his workers comes out, wearing a new uniform that is very functional, still fancy with feathers to the shoulders, some sequins and stuff, but not as tight and form fitting. Very appropriate to be seen in public with, and gets you the brings the bottle over to you and pours it into your glass. He looks, that'll be all. And turns the bottle and leaves the room. I can promise you, my dear, this will be an exceptional place for a young man to grow up.
okay, all right. I've got a lot to think about. I am gonna go look at Grass Whistle's room or whatever his accommodations are.
Oh, excellent. It's up the stairs, first door on your left, my dear. And he turns to James and Karn. And, did you all ever meet my owl friend out in the road?
Yes.
We did.
Oh, y'all missed it. You missed the opportunity.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Sorry, I
So
was
invested in the moment.
in my brain. I was thinking, okay, as soon as we get onto this topic, I want to retcon something because we talked about it beforehand and we just bolted out the door. But
You
I think
also ignore the note.
yeah, It was we know what happened. I think we just bolted out the door, and I just wanted to let it out. But
Yeah.
if it was just the three of us and Rosa wasn't with us, I would have looked at the note. I'm sorry.
No problem.
I would have looked for the note.
We'll go back real
Karn
quick
is going to look down and realize he's been holding on to the note the entire time.
Oh, that's beautiful. Love it.
That's lovely.
Perfect. Love that. Ryan, 10 out of 10. Extra inspiration for you.
I'll mark it on my roll. Oh, wait.
Actually, I just got logged back in. You might want to try again.
Oh.
Yeah, my passive wisdom, or my wisdom is an exact 10. It's a +0.
Okay. So Karn looks at the note, and the note says, "Cities suck. Meet you by the gate. Rosa." That's it. It's all note.
Oh my god.
So is this the first time we're hearing it? Is that how we're playing this?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that. He grabbed the note, and
Karn, did you read that out loud?
Yes. Guys, cities suck. See you outside.
oh yeah, now Roll20 works. Thanks, Roll20.
Yay!
So yes, we did meet your owl friend.
My
She says,
perception
"What's
is
up?"
a +5.
So you would have like a 14.
I've
You rolled
had
a 7, so it would have been.
Oh, 12.
Yeah, 12.
You wouldn't have noticed it, but we're going to get to that in just a second.
Cool beans.
So yeah, we found Rosa. She said what's up.
Sounds just like Rosa.
Yeah. So in case you're wondering, she is been chosen. She is one of the chosen. Sorry.
He like, just for a split second, has like this look of just utter disdain on his face, and like goes back quickly. He's like, "Oh, well, she has, she deserves it."
I'm noticing how pained that statement was for most of. By the way, I assume that that Chime's probably gonna go spend some time
I'm
with his son.
probably like.
Yeah.
So,
Cross myself.
so as Chime, as you like make your way towards the stairs, Chime, you immediately hear as little feet run up the stairs.
I did not hear whatever you just did.
Oh, I probably just scared dogs for no reason. Let's see if this will work better.
Pitter patter.
Yeah,
Still nothing.
No.
nothing. That's weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
pitter patter of feet going upstairs, like quickly.
Okay.
Like little feet running upstairs.
Okay. Okay. All right. I see the game.
So his door is open.
Wait, do I hear that too?
Yeah, you'll probably hear it. I think everybody in the room hears it. He's not at
I'm
that
gonna-
point.
Chime. Make him wait.
Wait.
Like
I mean, like, don't go in.
30 seconds longer than he thinks the maximum amount of time it should take for you to get there. Add 30 seconds to that.
Okay. All right. I see you. All right.
All right.
She does that.
Okay. So he's still like breathing just a little heavier than he should be. Like because he just sprinted up the stairs. And he's like, hey, little kid. He's winded, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand kids. It's fine.
I mean,
and-
like, that age, kids are just constantly mouth breathing, so
that's
that was like target age group when I was working in after school program, and they pretty much all did that.
mm.
And they were all made of rubber.
Oh yeah. He's got his book, but it's just like open to somewhere in the middle, and he's not even looking at it. He's just staring at the door, like waiting, and his door is still open. And he's like has this guilty look on his face as you like walk into his room, And then as you like walk in, he immediately like goes down looking at the book.
I'm gonna point at the book and make the sound of like pages flipping. I'm gonna connect to him and say, "What you reading about? And who's that white furry creature with you?"
She was back to trying to get up here, so you know.
Yeah.
She's a good girl though. I'm reading about, and he like closes the book and looks at the title, and reopens the book to like the middle, and then looks at you, looks at the book, closes the book again, turns it back the right way.
But you weren't reading that, were you, honey?
I can't lie to you, Mom. No.
Did you hear us talking downstairs?
Yeah. I'm really sorry that I went out after Dad.
Okay.
I wanted to see what was happening.
I know. It's anything that happened, it's that whole thing, it's not your fault. Okay? It's not. The only person's fault it is the person that fired that arrow. Okay? So, but this is gonna sound wacky. I talked to your dad after he died, and he was just happy that you were safe. And I'm happy that you're safe.
How do you talk to dead people? Like, can I talk to Dad? Can I tell him I'm sorry?
I mean,
Or
he
can
knows.
you tell him I'm sorry?
He knows. We're not gonna see him again for a really, really long time. So whenever you die, there is gonna be this guy who is actually Mommy's friend too, and he's gonna show you all the good things that you did in your life and all the bad things that you did in your life, and then he's gonna get to show you which way you're gonna go as far as like your afterlife. And Daddy was waiting for that to happen. So he's dead, but not judged yet. And maybe one day we'll see him again.
So your friend can see all the bad things I did? Like, is he gonna know that I really only paid 3 silver for that candy, and I kept the other 2?
Why would you do that? Why'd you tell Mostep that you paid 5?
Because if I paid 3 this time, he'll only give me 3 silver next time.
Okay, but what are you storing up money for? I mean, you're a child. You don't have to worry about that.
But we always had to save money before.
I know, and you don't have to do that anymore. So I know we talked about it before about Mommy leaving, but Mostep is going to take care of you. And he's going to teach you some really important things if you really want to learn them. If you're interested in those books, you go for it. But you got to be nice to Mostep. Don't take anything from him that he doesn't let you have. And you got to be super nice to him. Can you promise me that?
Yeah, of course, Uncle Mostep is super nice to me. I don't know.
I know.
You'll be back soon.
I know.
Right?
Yes. I will be back as soon as I possibly can.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm not sure yet, but we kind of have ideas in mind. But for now, we'll be in the city or around Brownstone, so we won't be too far. And
Okay.
I'm sure Mostep knows a whole lot of people. I'm sure you know this. And if he needs me, if there's an emergency, I'm sure he'll be able to find me.
Okay. Is he
And
sending you on a mission like he sent Dad?
no. No, so you met James and Karn,
Yeah.
and there's another woman in our party. We have to go. There's this guy who he's the one that sent the gnolls out that killed your daddy. He is doing some really bad things, and we have to go stop him.
Okay. Hey, the other lady that goes around with you? What does her skin feel like?
I'm not really sure.
Okay, do you think she'd let me touch it?
I'm not sure, honestly.
Okay.
I haven't known her for a super long time, so she's maybe not as comfortable with you just touching them the way that James and Karn were okay with that.
Okay.
But I will ask her for you. I'll ask her.
Hey, when you come back, will your friends swing me again? That was really fun.
I'll have to ask, but I don't think they'd say no.
Oh, I like them.
I like them too.
Yeah, they're real nice. People were mean before, but everybody's been really nice to me since we got off the boat.
Yeah, this place is entirely different. It's I mean, it's a whole new world out here, especially for people like us. I think it's a place where everyone can kind of be happier than where we were at.
Mostep says he wants to make me a great leader, but everyone tells me both my parents are heroes, and I think I want to be a hero like you and Dad.
I am I'm gonna let you make that decision, but sometimes being a leader is being a hero.
Why can Mostep talk? He won't tell me.
Um
He says it's rude to ask questions like that. But you told me how you can kind of talk.
So, like magic stuff.
No.
No. Okay, well, it's because of magic stuff.
I think I have a book on magic stuff.
You should read that, and maybe then you'll find out why most stuff can talk.
Can I be a wizard?
I'd rather you aren't, but I will support you either way.
Okay.
You know what? You just go back to reading your books. Mommy's gonna go back downstairs and see what the boys are talking about. But I wanted to come up and see your cool room.
Oh yeah. Look, check it out. And he's got a bed and like a little nightstand and a dresser and a window that looks over most of the city.
Mhm.
and it's a really nice room. Like everything's very plush, very well anointed. Like the finely polished wood floor. It's a very high end, very classy room. A very classy young bird.
Well, it is just lovely in here. And you make sure that you
Oh wait, Mom! Before you
keep
go,
this place clean for Mr. Mustap, okay?
okay. Do
Okay.
you want to see my rock collection?
Yes, I would love to see your rock collection.
Oh, okay. Can you go outside for a second? It's hidden.
You can't show your mom where your rocks are? Well, here, okay,
but don't
hold
get
on.
mad.
If you show me your rock collection and where it is, I will give you a rock to add to your collection.
Oh, okay. Okay, but okay. He gets next to the bed and pushes on one of the planks in the floor, and it just barely lifts up. And he gets his little fingers into there and pries a little bit more, and pulls out this little dirty, dusty burlap sack that's stained. Just it actually kind of smells once you get it out. He gets it out. Just a tiny little, like not like awful, but like it musty.
It just has a scent.
It just has its own flavor.
Yeah.
And he opens it up, and he's got like 3 rocks in this burlap sack. One of them is just a plain, like there's nothing cool about this rock at all. It is literally just a rock.
Chime does not care. She's like, whoa, those are some awesome rocks. And she's going to, in her pack, those uncut gems that she got from the Earth plane, she's going to pull out one of those and say, you showed me where your rock collection is, so I'm going to give you this rock. And she hands him one of the uncut gems, and she says, this is something that Mommy found on her adventures, and she wants you to have it.
It's so sparkly.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it can get sparklier technically. We have to find someone to like make it pretty, but
oh no,
I think it's nice the way it is. Exactly. I knew you'd appreciate it.
Oh, Mom, this is amazing. He wraps you in a little hug.
Yeah. Okay. I have back.
You got any more?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you for this one. Can I go downstairs and get more candy?
Did you? How many have you had?
1. I've eaten
that.
One.
Don't.
I've eaten.
And how
one.
many do you have in this room?
More than 1.
How about you eat what's in your room first, and then you can ask me again.
Oh. Ray just startled himself awake.
Oh.
It's okay, honey. Okay. Okay, Mom. That's what Mr. Mostep or Uncle Mostep always tells me to.
He has a lot of good ideas.
Yeah. Are you gonna marry Uncle Mostep after this is done?
I don't know.
Okay. Will you tell me if you decide?
I will let you know as soon as I know.
Okay. Well, I'll be first or second to know.
Well, technically, Mostep would be the first to know, because that would be something we would discuss, but then you would be the second to know.
Okay.
But that's kind of something that he also has to agree to.
Oh, I'll tell him. If you want to, I'll tell him.
No, it's okay. No, it's fine. You let Mommy handle all of that.
Okay.
You read your books like Most Step told you to.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna find the magic one so I can understand what you were talking about.
Yeah, you should do
Okay.
that.
Okay, well, thanks for. I hope you like my room.
I do.
Uncle
I love
Mustap
your
said I
room.
could paint it whatever color I wanted.
I
haven't decided yet.
have no idea what color you should choose. I'm gonna go back downstairs though, okay?
Okay,
All right.
okay.
You study hard. I love you.
I love you too, Mom. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll see you soon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She's quietly exiting,
Yeah.
closing the door very like gently behind her.
As you get like a glance back, he actually does have a magic book out and is starting to look through it. Yeah. What have Karn and James and Mostep been talking about since Chime left?
Karn, I don't want to speak for you, but I'm going to make the. Do you want to say that we actually filled Mostep in on the full actual details of our trip since we last left him?
Yeah. I would like to say that we have. So, kind of entering in the scene from that, I want to lean in toward Mostep and be like, and just ask, Mostep, I need to know if you know anything about someone in Dragonbane's retinue. Because someone got mentioned that we've never seen before and have no knowledge of. Short, bald man, knives.
He thinks for a little bit. I do not have any solid information on you. Just I don't want to give you incorrect information, as we have learned that can be deadly to those that we care about. Give me a day or two if you'll still be around, and I'll have my network reach out. If you can give me more of a description than that, that'd be most helpful. But
Unfortunately, that's really all we have. That's someone we encountered and mentioned him, and just, I thought we knew all the players in this game, but apparently Dragonbane has more people on his team.
this is out of character, but you actually have met someone matching that description. But it was a long time ago, and it was very briefly. But in game, Mostep will have his network do some research for you. I think probably, as you all spent some time catching Mostep up, and he asking that, I think that's probably when you hear some somebody coming down the stairs again. And Chime comes back, and the three of you all are in conversation. Mostep just, so what is next for our brave adventures?
You talking short term or long term?
I guess either.
Short term, we need. I think we want to know a little bit more about how we got back. We actually don't know, but our very understandable first priority was Chime finding her son.
Of course,
So,
of course.
Now that I look over Chime, everything good? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Now that everything I think is okay, I kind of want to find out how we got back. I kind of want to go catch up Rosa on everything, and I would love to hear about what's been happening around here since we've been gone. Now we've heard a little bit,
Of course,
because of all the dead people that we got to talk to. So we do know a good bit about what's going on, but we know from we don't know from your perspective. You obviously have different perspective.
Of course.
So if you don't mind helping coloring and adding some color to the lines.
Well, in terms of Brownstone, the Null Army marched south, as I'm sure you have heard from whoever your sources may be. Our best guess was they were more of a distraction than a real threat. Have you ever seen Null siege engines?
Can't say that I have.
I'm not quite sure they have either. They had some rudimentary plans that were flawed from the very inception. And no craftsmen are rare, typically unskilled. To be honest, I think the siege engines killed more nobles than members of Brownstone. And I would likely, if I was a wager man, say they at least killed 10 times the nobles that they did people. Yeah. The attempt at a siege was short-lived, as you might imagine. Nobles quick to turn and run when combat's behind a wall, and they're killing themselves through faulty catapults and trebuchets and whatever else they tried to build. I couldn't even identify some of those things. But our walls held. Our town was well defended, in no small part thanks to you all. Just freeing the city, letting us know that we have supporters. Provided a great morale boost, and we knew what Dragonbane's armor was capable of from their last sacking of our town. We're damn sure we're not going to let them do it again. The siege probably ended a matter of days after it began. Things have been peaceful here. Aside from the occasional undead rising. But that seems to have stopped.
Yeah, we there were some people that they really thought about going back. Apparently, Ken told them no, don't go back. So hopefully they've stopped going back.
I just I cannot believe that I will not see that beautiful duck man again until I am gone from this world. To be honest, it feels like a little bit of beauty has left this plane that will never return.
Yeah.
I will miss that waddle.
Millstep, you mentioned that the siege seemed to be almost like a distraction. What makes you say that? Did anything out of the ordinary happen in the city during the siege?
No, it just it seemed uncharacteristic. You know, his first attack was so quick, so well organized. And this was just sloppy. But no, that's why I think it was simply a distraction. There was never a real threat, you know, which makes the tragedy of Russell all the more tragic. That's something else I can have my contacts look into, perhaps. We did not take any Knowles alive, but there are still reports of some not too far outside the city walls. While the siege is done, I think some of the Knoll tribes will be claiming lands further to the south, likely cause an issue for us for years to come. But that is, truthfully, a minor inconvenience. I believe is, at this point, below the pay grade of those who make gods.
We didn't make him. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, I know you had another question in there, and I likely glossed over it as I like to talk and forget what I'm saying and be truthful.
Oh, I mean, I was just curious if anything out of the ordinary was happening in the city during or even after the siege.
It seems quiet, with the history of Brownstone as it is. That itself seems a little unusual, does it not?
Little.
I fear there's something that I do not have eyes or ears on. That is likely the most troubling. But again, that is not concerns for those who are destined to save our lives.
I disagree. I think that if Dragonbane sent this as a distraction, he's trying to distract us from something, and if that's the case, it would be great to know what he's up to, and obviously that's going to be super difficult. Otherwise, he wouldn't have needed a distraction to hide what he's doing. So if he did distract us from something, then it's going to be difficult for us to not be caught by surprise if we don't know what he did or is doing.
Well,
that was a whole lot of exposition to not really say much, but
It's okay.
No.
I do it all the time.
Well, in that case, where would you suggest starting to look for what this distraction might have been?
Honestly, I would have started with you. If there's anybody who knows what's going on in the city or motives or weird things going on, it's you, and the fact that you don't know kind of scares me. But so now I gotta figure something else out. I don't know.
Well, there is something maybe a little troubling that I'm a bit reluctant to bring it up, considering who I'm asking. He makes a slight apologetic glance towards Karn as he says,
Hang on a second. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna check the hall stairwell.
Okay.
Make sure there's no prying ears.
At this point, you don't see anyone.
Okay.
And you don't hear a little patter of feet running away.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What have you heard?
It's a matter of what I haven't heard. I have not heard from, I have not heard from Scars or his attempted rebuilding of Inter in quite some time. I would not ask you to look into this, but if you feel like it is worth your time, then I believe it is certainly worth investigating. Additionally, I am certain that some of the researchers at the university would love to hear tales of other planes and perhaps information regarding your travel back to Brownstone.
Well, personally, Karn, no offense, but I would love an excuse to kick your dad's ass. So
Only if you stand in line behind me. As much as I hate to interact with him at all, I think we need to go see what Scars is up to.
Make sure he's not causing any trouble.
of course, this might be a slight complication, but my scouts have noted no activity in the sewers for a little time. But
Okay.
perhaps y'all can turn something else up going down there.
Yeah, we didn't really get far last time we were down there in the sewers, did we, folks?
We basically
No.
just plotted an unseen route to the coast.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, you're
from the
right.
coast
Yeah. It was
to here.
beachfront.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We were trying to get here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
Well.
them saying something about like there's like a group, like they were all down in there, and they told us to turn around if we saw, is it the lake? Is that what he said?
That is the one place my scouts will not make it past. But yeah, there is I think a lake is perhaps giving it more credit than it needs. It is
That's what they called it.
cesspool of sewage. And we believe, of course, that our friends have made camp on the other side of it. Perhaps they are still there, staying in the camp, but we have seen no sign of them for quite some time. Likely just after the last time y'all left our fair city.
I think it's time we went down there and paid a little unscheduled visit to
We
Scar.
should probably grab Rosa first.
I think perhaps grabbing her would be quite an exceptional idea.
All right. So, what time? Out of here. What time of day is it now?
I think y'all probably woke up in the morning. I think everything else, it's maybe like late morning, maybe like getting to lunchtime, like right now.
What if we pack up some lunch, go find Rosa, catch up with her, bring her up to speed, go to the university for hopefully a quick discussion about what happened, and then traverse the sewers and find out if Rosa is willing to come with us.
Real quick, have you checked the gems we have? Are we missing one by any chance? Do you think maybe we just like landed way up above Brownstone?
I assumed Ken or Howard just threw us back. But I don't know.
I am pretty curious as to how the hell we got back here.
Yeah.
Well, we can explore that in 2 weeks for our next session, which is the next time we're scheduled to do KFD&D, and that's going to be on August 16th. In theory, we'll be back next week with a KFD stream of some type. I'm kind of thinking we might do some cozy couch Stardew streams.
Nice.
We have a PS5. Well, it's a PS4, but we're playing the PS5 right now. Stardew co-op game that Julie and I play together, and I think I'm gonna be able to stream that from our couch and kind of have some cozy, like you'll get blankets and we'll just play Stardew. We're pretty far in that save right now, but I think everyone has either played or has seen the beginning of Stardew at least once.
times.
At least once. and I would encourage everyone to do it again because I really love Stardew.
Weird grandpa bed.
Weird grandpa bed. Yeah. So we'll be back then. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. We're gonna. I'm not gonna raid tonight because I just don't have the social energy for it. So we'll be back again next week with a stream, probably, maybe, possibly, and then definitely back in 2 weeks for our next episode of KFD&D. Thank you all for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.